Good evening, everybody.
Trade anyone toe to toe, let's go. Come on alive, choose your weapon. Get SP and you go and story low. You haven't got the block, you haven't got the sniper, you haven't got the safety trade system. All you traders out there, step up, line up.
What's up, peeps? What's up, everybody on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch?
What's your emergency? Fake traders on the floor, pips bleeding out everywhere you ask. Got margin called, I'm sending you back to your market maker. What you talking about? News, you make me laugh. We got it covered, red fold, yellow folder, don't matter. Let's go, fake traders,
Tit. It's over.
It's over. You can never take from me what I meant today. I was forged in the dark and fake. Traders better run from the bulk in a car. We gon' take it, tread lines, and shorter patterns.
Nachi. Nice. Side. Holy shit. That's not all of you, right? Well, when was this? Good evening, George. Hi. Good evening, Smith. Good evening, Alex and A Patriot. Good evening, Bandit Trader and Fletch. I'm not sure what time this is. I think that's it.
Tell them, yo, I trade anyone toe to toe. Let's go. Come on alive, choose your weapon. Get SP and you go and story low. You haven't got the block.
You haven't got the sniper. We haven't played this song loud since Keith's passing, but I guarantee you Keith wants us to play the song loud. He wanted to help you guys so much. Keith did everything in his power to help you guys. As he was dying for 5 years, right? 4 of them with us. As he had cancer, Keith loved you guys so much that he worked and worked and worked, creating hundreds of indicators. Only a handful made it to you guys. We made hundreds of indicators, him trying to help you guys, trying to code the way that I trade, to create the Keith bot. He spent hundreds and thousands of hours helping us. And he was rewarded for his time. Don't worry about that. He asked for a certain amount of money, and me and Bree doubled it. So we took care of Keith, and he took care of you guys. Keith and Nader. Gee, I wonder if anyone out there said this is all going to turn green. Yeah, look. So a 15-minute on US 3. That's weird. Let's go take a look at that. What's up, George Hyde? What's up, peeps? It's a rare evening one. What's up, everybody on TikTok? You know it's over. Good evening, everybody on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. Does anybody have any questions before we get rolling? I'm about to go over something. Speaking of which, I don't even think I posted up my last one. You know it's over. You know it's over. Look at this shit. All right. Hey, Kevin, cracked the safe trade. Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. I cracked the safety trade option code for you guys. That's what we're going to go over today. What's up, Tux and Rooney? What's up, Tux? You hear Tuxie, that's what that is. Demo trade only. Not a financial advisor. Okay. You know it's over. What's up, Mike J? So what are you going to do as far as coding and such with the safe trade system? Just so happens that Key's son, Key J, is a very, very good coder, and he's going to pick up where his dad left off. So Key J is going to be coding for his father. Talking about keeping it in a family, isn't that great? All right. Matter of fact, I had my first meeting with Key J today. Quick little meeting. Okay, baby. And went well. Matter of fact, if you all refresh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that over here for sure. Probably. There you go. You know it's over. You know it's over. All right. What's up, Blackstone? Love the name. What's up, Ellen? Kirk? Kirk is surprised I said that. We're about to go over that. So, if any of you would like to look, if you have these indicators right here, if you have these indicators right here, the Uno Reverse Keith bot, refresh your trading view and uninstall it and reinstall it, and see if you do not have your name of your indicator, this indicator called KeithBot. If someone can look at that for me, Kirk or somebody, Alex. What's up, Alex? A Patriot. What's up, peeps? Anybody on TikTok or YouTube? Check to see if you refresh your trading view, uninstall the KeithBot or the Uno Reverse, reinstall it, you shall see the name KeithBot on it. Does anybody see that? Yes or no?
Can I show you an insanely good risk reward trade? You see, it's absolutely.
Oh, is that right? Listen to this bullshit from people. No one is on live that has the KeithBot on their. I find that we have hundreds and hundreds of people with it. I find that almost impossible. None of you noticed that it's been updated? Your call option price. Can you explain more in detail why you pick a certain strike price and why the price is so important? Yes, absolutely, George, I will. I sure will, absolutely. No one sees the KeithBot name, though. I'm just trying to find out one simple thing. You know it's over. So no one here on live. Let me see, make sure on TikTok. Really? So no one on TikTok, no one on YouTube, no one on Twitter or Twitch sees the, oh, thank God. Yes, see the keys. I also got a notification from trading. Correct, Fletch. Kirk Brown, I see the update notification. Oh, thank God. Okay. So yes, you guys have all been updated. That's in honor of Keith. Matter of factly, Keith loved Bree so much, my wife, and was very kind to her multiple times. I'm going to play her song in honor of the KeithBot. Here you go.
You see me shining today, but it wasn't always like that. Take my hand and walk with me. Let me take you on a journey, living in the land of dreams. Gonna turn into a night.
To Keith. The great Keith Palmer. Put some respect on Keith's name, baby. Woo! She stayed when they all walked away. She was the light in the dark. Reason it was free. It was free. Now as you can see what she means to me. Miss me. World to know what you mean to me. Won't leave. Was precious with all his heart.
Together they shine like stars on high. Their love will never die.
And that song is for my beautiful wife, but I'm playing it because of Keith. Keith will never be forgotten. That is for damn sure. Ah, Keith, hope you're up in heaven giving God hell. Drinking a margarita, enjoying yourself. Laughing, carrying on. I'm sure he's putting in a good word for all of you. He wants all of you to succeed. He literally gave his life. He was coding up to the last week of his life on the Bree bot, just so you're clear. He was coding up into the last days of his life to help you all. I don't know. And some of you still give a thumbs down or you don't like something. Sitting on a porch with a gar. You caught a gar? Gars are great. What's up, Jonas, Mike? The Keith bot, there you go, A Patriot. What's up, Bob? Yep, respect to him. All right, Bob. Now, we're going to go into how I picked Apple and why I stopped the middle of my callouts for Apple and how I knew Apple was going where Apple was going and exactly what happened and how someone can flip 40 over 40%. I thought that was pretty damn good. I thought that was fucking really good. Here's my 40%, 41.01%, actually hit a little higher than that. This is on an Apple long, 255 strike price, expiry October 31st. So why and how did I pick this particular option? How was I so sure? I only bought one here, you can see that, but I bought a hell of a lot more on my other accounts. There it is. This is just through my Publix account. They threatened to day trade pattern me again. I swear to God, I can't wait for that to go away. All right, so there you go. In a day and a half, how did I make 41% of my money in a day? I don't know. Cigar. Oh, I thought you had a gar. I thought Bob was actually fishing. All right, so that's my results. How did I do it? Well, let's go to the Apple 12 hour, shall we? All right. Now, on the 12-hour Apple that I read off the other day, don't look at anything else. I want every one of you here that knows the system, has ripped off the system, or actually has purchased the system. Pink cross blue, green, 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 red, green, green, buy stop. I called it down here, and it went up to there so far. What is this called? Is this called a buy stop, a sell stop, or nothing? Is this called a buy stop, sell stop, or is it called nothing? Is it called a buy stop, sell stop, or nothing? Yeah, I was really happy with that in a day. Dad Bod Hot Rod, a day, 41% on your money. Buy stop. Yep, buy stop, Bob, Smith, Jones, Bandit Trader, Alec, George, Fletch, Blackstone. Okay, so then we're clear. What is an option called when you think it's going to go up? What is an option called that you think is going to go up? Is that called a call or a put? Anyone at all? Correct, George. A call. I don't know about TikTokers, no one answered. So we're thinking that it's called a call. It's called a call. And then how do we figure out the price that it's going to go to? So we think it's going to go up. We're going to use a call option, not a put. You can go long or you can go short. I'll explain how I figured it out. 12-hour options. Okay? 12-hour options. You can go back and look to see the last time how long a 12-hour option took to go up. Like for instance, September 10th, 11th, 12th, 15th, 17th. So, you know, about a week to 2 weeks on Apple, for instance, if you want to use them exactly. And then it did it again here. And it was April 1st through about the 8th, so about a week. So you take your options out. If it's average on your symbol, you're looking at about a week to 10 days. Take it out 2 weeks or less. You can go, you know, if it's expiring on November the 15th or something, you know, it's a couple weeks, that's fine. So how I do this is say, do I think this is going to go up or down? Obviously, I only trade the ups on these particular stocks at this point. So we knew it was going to go up because it's a buy stop, pink crossing the blue, green, 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 red, buy stop. And if we come over here from the 12-hour and we come over here and do a daily, and then we come over to here. Right, oh, we're going to have to go over to this chart. Hold on. I'm explaining how I took an option that went up over 40% in over a day, a little over a day, day and a half. And that's an Apple option. I'm explaining to you what I look for and how I find it. I was making call outs. When I did this, I said, damn, this looks fucking good. So I said, fuck this shit. I'm going to go ahead and look at it. And lo and behold, the reason why I looked at it is always the same. Blue line high, pink and purple line low on the daily. Hold on. The 12-hour. Don't leave. The 12-hour pink line crossed the blue right here. There's a buy stop inside the fill in the gap. Our logo here, and then our logo is right there. So those are the main reasons why I took the trade. My system told me to take the trade. It's a high probability setup. I then said, is it going to go up or down? Because it's a buy stop, I realized it was going to go up. Green, 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 red, this is going to go up. I realized it when it was down here. And you noticed I didn't take the option today when it was already up here. I took the option when it was down here. So is everyone clear how I spotted it? 12-hour daily buy stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reasons. Right there I have 30. And then I saw that it was going to be an up movement. So that was a call option. Is everyone up to date with me on this? Demo options only. Correct call. Correctamundo. Demo only. Pooby loves Precious with all his heart. Everybody understand that? 7s. If you don't understand it, 9s. Okay, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Crypto Cartel. What's up, Crypto Cartel? So now we understand why I took the Apple options just the other day and a half ago. I said on my live as I was calling out the symbols, I stopped at Apple. I said, this looks really fucking good. I want to see if this 12 hours is going to pop within the last time it did it 10 days or 2 weeks. Okay. So I said, let me take a look at the options. I'm going to look at call options. Now, what were my strike prices? Well, when price action was down here at 243, we could have got a 250, I think a 252 for sure, a 255. Where is my take profit, guys? Where is my take? Where should I put it? This could be a take profit, this could be a take profit, or this could be a take profit. Which one do you think I went with? And I'll tell you why. Did I go with the 255? Did I go with the 252? or the 250? Demo buy to open or demo buy to close? Still trying to learn that part. Open. You always open, Bandit Trader. Well, the way I play them. You'd have to close if you already had some stock. Well, it gets confusing. I don't want to get into that. So I'm doing a call option to open. And what is my strike price I think it's going to go to? 250, 252, or 255? Bandit Trader says 255. Alex says 255. That is correct. And this I'm going to explain why. 250 was fine, George and Black, but not correct. Dad bought 252. It's possible. 255. Why didn't you do all three? Just curious. Aha, very good question. So I went with the 255 because it was like $400 an option. I was like, what the fuck? They're giving me free money. I don't have a lot of money in that account. So what I went with was the 255. Listen to the logic. Now you can check this because they sometimes goof up with what they're offering. But if I'm down here, right, way down there when I make this call, I'm here. So I'm already down low. We're way far away from any of that 250 bullshit and stuff. We're not anywhere near it. We're in 240s. Yeah, I think it was 243 or something. Way down here. So when I'm reading it and I go, well, I know within the next week to 10 days, it's going to go to 255 or close enough to it that we'll be in profit, we'll be in money long before my expiries, which we'll get to in a second. So because I know I can get the 255 options at such a steep discount, it's a joke. I can buy them at $300, $400 a contract as opposed to paying $800, $1,000 a contract. And it's just because I have certain accounts that I have, 50,000 in, 100,000 in. This account, I don't even have like 5,000 in. I don't know what it is. It's not a lot though. So I took the 255s because I love the fact I know where it's going and it's so far away from there and I can buy the options on such a steep discount. I mean, it's just night and day as opposed to the 250 contracts or whatever it was. And sometimes you'll notice the 252s are better or the equivalent of the 252, but it's usually the higher up ones are just gimme money. It's just gimme. So I don't care about the time on these options. I have to explain this is a totally different way of trading options than I normally do. I'm just trading the options at a faster pace now. I'm trying to make money on the options for you guys every day. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to be able to do. So I'll tell you like a 12-hour buy stop Apple, and I'll stop and pause, and I'll tell you what option I would take on that particular one, just like I did. So does everybody understand why I chose the strike price of 255? Yes or no? 7s or 9s? I got them for $414. Fuck. They're up $145 at the moment, and they were up $178 at one time. Okay, so you guys understand that. Yeah, leaps are amazing. But that's a different kind of trade. I'm trying to get you out of that trade right now. All right. So I took the 255 because it's just really, I'm not going to risk $300-$400 on this option. That's crazy. Now, let me show you what I did on the strike when I was ready to go in. Hold on, let me see where the thing was. October 31st. Okay. So watch. Today is October 17th. 2 days ago, let's say I'm Mike Galinsky. Happy birthday, belated birthday, Glow. On the 15th, October 15th, did I enter the contract on October 15th? Hold on. Let me make sure I was. I think it was actually before then. One day return. Well, they're saying within 24 hours. Well, whatever. I did a long call October 31st. And this is why. Oh, yeah, you can sell before the expiration date, 100%. I can sell right this second. I could put in my order, then 9:31 tomorrow morning, it'll execute the trade. It's going to go up even more, though. It's going to go up to here, so I'm going to hold. Should give me about 100% return on my money. But long story short is, if you look at this time right here, how long did it take for this one to develop and go up, this one to go up, and more importantly, this one, which is the last time it did it? Did it take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? And on average, most of these symbols take about 7 to 14 days. So on the 16th, I had 15 days to the 31st for expiration. The 31st is the expiration, October 31st, and 255. We're not even up to 255, but I'm in huge money. I consider 30, 40% in a day huge money. And it was easy peasy. Now, is it going to keep going up for several? Yes, it will come down a little, then come back up and go back up. Do I care if I make 10% on the option or if I make 100? No, I'm just looking to see how this is going to play out time-wise for me. So is it going to do it? And it already has. So now we're in the money, and we have several more days. We have 14 more days, 13 more days until the expiration goes. And all I needed to do is either stay where it's at or go up. So this is what happens with options. This is how funny options are. Let me explain this to you. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a little snooping there. All right. You can either use time against options or use theta, they call it theta, or use price against them. So what do I mean? We know where these are going to go. So if it's a 12-hour, it's way faster than a weekly or monthly or 3-monthly type of stock. So if it's a 12-hour daily or I would even be willing to do like an 8-hour, 12-hour kind of option on that. I'll play around with the 8 hours soon. But if it is a 12-hour daily buy stop, and we know within a week it's going to go up to 10 days, and we have 15 days for it to go up, well, now we use what's called their price action against them. I didn't pick the closer one because I'll be paying like 16, 18. I think one was 2,200 an option. Fuck that shit. I ain't risking that kind of money. I'm going to pop it up here, go to the 252, and I'm going to go, hey, 252, let me get one of you for $400. And then I'm only risking $400 per contract on this particular one. And I know it's not a risk because in the next 10 to 15 days, it'll go up near that orange line, if not past it. So this is just my thinking on how I take these options that are 12 hours. These aren't how I take the top options for the long term, the 3-month options, for instance, that I'm also in a lot of money on. Now, we're using time against them because we know in 2 weeks it's going to do it. And we're using price against them because we know how high it's going to go, and it's all the way down here at 240, 243, 242, and I'm calling it to go 255, which in Apple land, that's a lot. $12, $15 a share is a lot in stock price in Apple. So all of this is adding up to exactly why I'm going to take the trade. I'm going to take a call to open the position. And I'm going to take it for an October 31st strike price of 255. And I'm up 41.01% or whatever the hell that was on that particular option. But you can see in option land, this is what happens. Price action can come down. It can keep coming down like this. But if this truly is, which it was, a 12-hour daily buy stop, eventually it's going to, over the next 7 days, flip and come back up, go past this orange line. So we have insider knowledge. I shouldn't say those words because they'll use it against me. We have a system that predicts the future with near 100% accuracy. I know it was going back up here when it was down here. So I took my option here. I told you how I'm figuring out the strike, the October 31st call date, due date. And that's because about 10, 15 days it takes on average for it to go up here, here, here. And then I'm also, and we were in the process already about 8 days in. So it gave me extra time on that. So my strike price, because we knew exactly where it was going. We knew how long it would take to get there. I knew 12 hours happened way, way faster than weekly and monthlies and 3 months. 12 hours buys always fulfill in about 2 weeks on any symbol. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes or no? And remember, on options, that $400 on options, I don't care if this thing would have kept going down to here. The most I could lose was $400 on the contract, which we knew it wasn't going to happen. And the best we can do is we can get into some more options when it hits down here. Then I just buy more 12-hour options or daily options. And I'll make more money as it comes straight up and it takes longer to get there. So options absorb the losses and gives you extra opportunities to buy in. So fuck that. It's a win-win-win all the way around. It just so happens I won in a day because, well, it moved in a day. This is, oh, yay, it's, can you sell it? Yes. Smith, it's getting through to Smith, yay. Is it getting through to anybody else now? Now, would I do an option, well, this particular option with a 1 minute buy stop? No. No. Would I do a 1 minute option with Nadex? Yeah, possibly. Would I do it with a 1 hour buy stop? If it was for sure 100% setup, 1 hour, 4 hour buy stop, and it was just occurring, we weren't late to the party. You can't be late on a 1 hour. Then yes, I would do a 1 hour. Would I do a 4 hour, 8 hour? Yep. Would I do a 8 hour, 12 hour? 100%. Did I do a 12 hour daily? 100%. Okay. So I hope some of this is getting through to you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way. And I know it's basic. And I know so many of you like Tommy are superior to me in trading options. I get that. But I'm just telling you how I look at an option, and I seem to do really well with options. Laughing because I found an option one time. Remember on J&J about 6 months ago? I had an option open in Robinhood, I think it was. I didn't even know I had it. And it was up $1,800 on Johnson & Johnson. And I didn't even know the option was even in there. So anytime you can stumble across a couple grand just for fun, yeah, you're pretty good with that. And I'm happy, very happy. So that is my Apple option. Am I selling it? No. Am I going to wait till it gets closer to here? Yeah. Is that going to be a big difference in price action? Fuck yeah, it is. I get another $3, $4, $5 a share on that particular option. Yeah, I'll be up over 120, 150% on that option. Isn't that awesome? This is cheating. I love it. It's absolutely cheating. 100% Blackstone. This is cheating. I love this. Yep. This is how you use my system to cheat and get your money back. Fuck those assholes that took all our money all those years. Fuck them. We know where price is going. We know how long price will take to get there. We have insider knowledge because my system predicts the future with near 100% accuracy. Now I'm teaching you how to use your options in order to get the money. You can do it just by buying Apple stock. Feel free. But not I. Did you think 2 years ago you would be teaching us? We are very fortunate. Thank you, Kevin. Oh, yeah. Did you think 2 years ago you would be teaching us? Well, I've been doing it for 4 years this January, Bob. So, yes, I did think that. Could you cover how you select the target price again? Was your choice based solely on the price of the option? Yeah, so this is how I look at that. Let me see if I can see anything. Hold on, maybe they'll let me look at some current Apple options. I don't know. We'll see if sometimes they allow that stuff and sometimes they don't. Trade. Roll position more. Buy. No. Hold on. Trade. More. Buy to open. Limit price. No. Ah, shit. They won't give it to me evidently right this second. But nonetheless, I'll just try to go by memory. Let's just say the 255 strike option was 4, right? And the 252 was 8. So one was 400, one was 800. I am not risking $800 for 252 when I damn well know it's going to 255. There's no way I'm risking that. Now, sometimes you can get like a 252, and for some reason, some idiot didn't update their options or whatever, and you can get it for like 350. I would go with a better entry of 350 for the 252s, but it's not guaranteed. That's why I always take the higher time frame 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, because you just don't know if you're able to. Now, I check all the time frames. I'll look at the 250 October 15th. I'll look at the 250 October 31st. I'll look at the 250 November 7th. I'll look at the 250 November 15th. Then I'll look at the 252 October 31st. Then I'll look at it November 7th, then I'll look at the 255s. And then I'll see which one they're not all the same. I don't know how to word it to you. Everybody has a little different price point on it. And if you could ever get a great discount like I did, you're talking about $400 for an option. That's crazy. And all I did was ran it closer. Instead of going out to November 30th or whatever, or December 15th, I pulled it in because I knew within a couple weeks Apple had to go up, because these are hour trades. These aren't days or weeks or months. These are just hourly trades, 12-hour candles. So I knew in 7 to 10 days. I went with the 255 because it was staggering less expensive than the 252s. I went with October 31st because it gave me a couple weeks out, and it was way cheaper than going out to November 15th or December 15th or whatever. So that's why. It is a more efficient way, or losing too, by the way. And they absorb the losses. See, you guys are always worried about if you traded Apple, you'd lose $260, whatever. But if you're doing options, the option strike or whatever your entrance was $414 or $400, you could only lose $400. That's it. I don't give a fuck how low it goes. If it goes down so low that it turns into a daily buy, I'll just turn around and start doing daily buy options on Apple. You'll get all your money back times 10 when you're done with a trade. It's just that you have to be willing to understand that the system is accurate 99.99% of the time, and you have to trust it. Simple as that. So many of you don't trust the system. I use 1% of my value as a rough guide of what I'll spend. 1%, nice. Love it. Kirk, very good. 1% is way safer than 10%. I wasn't going to drink any water. I drank I think a liter of smart water right now. Damn, usually don't drink this late. All right, ask some more questions. This is fun. Now, I guess I could try to go over to who sells options online. I don't know if like Yahoo Finance, can I see the options? They have options like to show. I don't know. Does anybody on TikTok have any questions? Anybody on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, or Facebook Live? We're talking nothing but options. I'm trying to give you my exact how I do it kind of thing. Step by step. Okay, good. We're good on that. This is great, Kevin. You're welcome, Kirk. When price reaches 255, how much you'll make? That depends on how much time. They call time theta, just so we're clear. They try to make everything so fucking complicated. Time in option language is theta, T-H-E-T-A. Theta decay, they call it. How much theta decay? Oh, is it going down? Is it time? So let's just say tomorrow it reaches 255 and we have, I don't know, 10 days, 15 days left on the options. Oh, those options will be worth 125, 150, maybe even 200%. And I will sell them at that point. So that one you see anyways. So yeah, by the time, now if it reaches 255 on October 30th, no, it will not be worth as much. So it depends on the theta decay. How much time do I have left in the options when it hits the strike price? That's what matters. But I don't care because we don't need to be the strike price because we have time. Meaning it's up to 252 or 253, whatever the fuck it's at. Let me see. Yeah, 252.93. So wherever it's at, and we have time on our side. We have another 15 days. So we have another 7 12-hour candles for it to go up to where we want it to go up to. In other words, on a casino gambling, the odds are on our side. We control, let's say we're doing roulette. We know that the ball is going to land on 17 black, red, whatever 17, odds are red, right? So anyway, we know what it's going to add, when it's going to land on 17, and we know what number it's going to be, and we know what color it's going to be. So we are now the casino. We are now the house. Now we have all the tools to win a trade, to control the trade, to know where it's going, including the time, the theta time part. So you have a list of stock calls as candidate watch list. Yeah, every one of these that you see right here are a candidate. These are all your closed ones. But when I tell you United, yeah, I'm in United. We're making all kinds of money. Qualcomm made all kinds of money. Disney, Intel, these are all candidates. Every one of these I go over every day. Matter of fact, I'm going to start to go back down to the 12-hour level so I can start seeing, are we seeing 12-hour buys coming up at all? Yeah, there's a 12-hour buy in FedEx right here. FedEx, Ricochet, buy stop, $244.19.
Demo trade only. I am not
Now,
a financial advisor.
In my mind, we're way too high for this. We should have got in down here. If I saw this, I would have, which I probably did see it, but I probably couldn't do it because we're in a live. But there, that's this one. You should have got in here, and you'd already be done. But it is going to go up to that orange line. It is going to go up to that blue line. So FedEx is a 12-hour buy stop. It's a good candidate, just a little late on the entry. Nothing. Let's see, we can whip through these pretty quick. Nope. Disney's a 12-hour sell. 12-hour Qualcomm. Qualcomm, let's see if it's part of a daily. It is. It's actually a daily, technically. we go. Using single 12-hour time frame limit order, sniper not needed for insurance. No, Kirk. Yo, you did not hear a word I just said. 100% incorrect. No, you have to have, but what? No, did you not see the beginning part of this video? You have to have 2 charts open. In this case, we need to go ahead and go to Apple. Let's go to 12-hour. You need 12-hour, in this case, 12-hour daily. You have to have the sniper. You cannot do this trade without the sniper. Blue line high, pink and purple line low. Blue line cross the pink. I thought I set this up. This is exactly what I did for you guys. Did I stutter? Did I miss something here? Look, this is the only way to take this trade if you see these. Red here, fill in the gap there. You have to have the sniper. Buy, stop, enter windows below. So I'd probably enter this off the 10-hour, 9-hour if I was being more specific. No, you have to have 2 charts. You have to have 2 snipers. No. If you don't use the sniper, my hands are washed of you. I do nothing for that. Yeah, please rewatch it, Kirk. I was very specific on how to find the trade. That's scary. All right. So now we're good. Now we're happy. Now we found the trade. Now we took the trade. I'm in the trade. And now we have our take profits. You don't have to worry about a stop loss because you're only going to be out $400 if it goes the wrong direction. For newbies starting options, would Nadex be a good broker to start with? Yes. The system does tell us everything. Bob, thank you. George Hyde, Nadex is easier because you either win or you lose. There is no theta, there is no nothing. You either win or you lose with Nadex options. They're very, very easy to do. Nadex options are best used Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so you have a little time experience. If you try to do options on Friday with Nadex, you better make sure they're like 1 minute, 5 minute trades because they're going to end the same day. And Nadex are binary options. Binary. Yes or no, win or lose. So does it fall into a certain strike price? Yes, or it doesn't. I love them because they're easy. It's win or lose, but yeah. All right. Now, that's all about options. I was thinking about going on about something else, but I don't think I am. Update my list. That's what I really want to do. Any other questions on options? I thought that went rather smoothly. So if I was going to play an option on Nike, I'd love to try a 12-hour. It's not there. Daily. Ooh, tempting, but not there. Sell to the weekly. Definitely not there. Monthly. 3-month. 6-month. So now I know we have a 3-month, 6-month buy. Now you're going to have to take out options that are a year to a year and a half to 2 years away. And then you're going to have to pick your strike price accordingly. So if I knew Nike was 2 years from now going to do something, I would say Nike will be past 87, but everybody knows that. I would say Nike's going to be past 90, and everybody knows that. But I can use the fact that I know that Nike's going to go past 120. And Nike 120 from 65 on an option will be through the roof. Any option you pick. You're going to pay because you're going out a year and a half, 2 years with theta. You're going to pay for the time, but you are going to make a fucking shit ton because you know when Nike's at 60 or 50, that it's going to 120. That's our ace in the hole. We don't have the time as our ace in the hole, but we know the price where it's going is our ace in the hole. So we know for a fact on a 3 month, 6 month, that in 2 years Nike is going to be above 120, or at least as factual as you can get with my system, which is 99.999% accuracy.
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
All right, so that's how I'd look for an option on Nike. Does everyone get that? 7s for yeses, 9s for nos. Crypto Cartel, you're the best. Thank you, buddy. I'm going to show you how to find target options. So target right now, I'd love for it to be a 12-hour buy. Of course, it is staggeringly not a 12-hour buy. I'd settle for a daily. It is not. 3 week, it is not. Monthly. 3 months, 6 months. This is a 3 month buy stop on target. Okay? So now I know it's going to take an extreme amount of time for this to happen. So I know it's going to take 3, 6 months, 9, 12, 15. It's going to be about 1.5 to 2 years. So we don't know how low it's going to go, but we don't fucking care because you don't have to worry about drawdown when you're trading options. So if it's from $91 and we know it's going to 170, basically doubling its price, target will, over the next 1.5 to 2 years, and it's going there. And let me see if there's a 30-minute real quick. Then we buy our options at, oh, nice, 30-minute buy stop. So the 1 hour blue, that's even better. So we got some lower options going too, lower movement going up too. So yeah, anyway, then we'd be looking this as a 3 month, 6 month buy stop, about 1.5 out leaps. I would look for a call open position. My price I'd be looking to get into would be about 160. I'd even go to 165 on target and look for an option because we don't care. As long as it moves, which it will, staggeringly upwards towards the 160, the 165, as long as it's moving up there before 2 years, we make a shit ton of money. And it will do that, and that's how I would play the target, which I have target options, demo only. And I have
Demo trade only. I am not a financial advisor.
Nike options. I have CVS options. CVS just keeps going up. It's going up exactly where I told you it is. I got into this just a couple days ago, way too late, but it's just free money. We know where it's going. It's going to go past 88. It's going to go past 90. It's just free money. CVS is solid like a rock. Already made money on it. I'm up like 40% on that option. Okay. Estee Lauder. Let's take the 12 hour and see. Yep, nice little buy stop to the 12 hour blue line on Estee Lauder. I told you about this several days ago. You could have done this. It's a little long in the tooth to do the 12 hour daily buy stop, but you know, 12 hour daily buy stop it is. Oopsie, hold on. This is the one we need the 12 hour on. It's going to go right up to that blue line. Now you should have got in down here at 85, but it's going to go to 110. There's paper like demo accounts to trade options, even better to learn. It is Bandit Trader. Yeah, they have that really good. They do have very nice demo account trading. Literally, you just log into a different server. I don't know what they have, it just in a different account, but it's the exact same way to trade them, actually. Verizon. Again, we'd love for it to be a 12 hour, but we know it is not. Verizon's currently in a little sell. Verizon is a 6 month, 12 month buy stop. If you were going to buy an option, it's not a bad time at all. Let it fall down a little further, but you can buy a strike of 46 or maybe a 50, 52 on Verizon. Shit, hold on to that for 1.5, 2 years. Bingo. You'll make 40, 50%. Hell, in that one, you'll probably make 250, 300% on your money on those options. All right, I think I'm about done. I was going to go over a whole bunch of things and call out all these symbols. I just don't feel like it. TikTokers, YouTubers, any questions before I go? Don't forget, you can get the system right here. I think it's still on. Kind of got to refresh that. 3 items, yeah. You can go over to safetytrade.com and buy the system right there. And hopefully it'll help you like it's helped hundreds and thousands of other traders. What we're hoping. All right. TikTokers got to run. God bless. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy every second of your life. Never know when it's going to go out. And that's why I always tell you guys, always enjoy every moment of life. You never know when it's going to be your time to go. Keith wanted to live. He had so much to accomplish and do, and he's gone. Keith lived his life to the fullest to the very end, so please live your lives to the fullest too. All right, thank you all for being here. God bless. Everyone have a great night. Maybe, Lord willing, I'll see you in the morning.